Well, hello everyone, and welcome to our Power of the Patch presentation. My name is Gregory Mascari. I'm a Senior Presidential Director with LifeWave. And today we're going to talk about our patented breakthrough in wearable light technology. Before we get started, I just like to lay a foundation. I think there's two basic premises I think we could all agree on. And number one, health is our greatest wealth. And if you lose that, doesn't matter how wealthy you are, health is where it's at. And number two is the symptoms of aging and disease. They are just not fun, whether it's dental issues or memory or brain fog or, joints and, or wrinkles and, and skin issues, or maybe it could be even worse. Maybe it's cardiovascular. The symptoms of aging and disease are just not fun. And here's a sad fact. The older you get, the faster you age and the slower you heal. And that's due to a natural decline in our body's number one repair system, stem cells. And interestingly enough, by the age 30, they've decreased by about 50%. And as we get older, by age 60, only a small percentage remains. And that can be a serious concern. I mean, think back. Remember when you could work all day, party all night, get up the next day and do it again? I mean, those were the days, my friend. Remember that old song? We thought they'd never end. But, I'm 72 now, and those days aren't the same. So I finally figured out what I want to be when I get older, and that's younger. And age is a feeling, not a number. I'm chronologically, maybe I'm 72, but I certainly don't feel like I'm 72. That's because of the blessing of this incredible light technology that my wife Robin and I have been using for almost 6 years now. So let's get started by me asking you two personal questions. Number one, if you could change one thing in your health or in the health of someone you love and care for, what would it be? And number two, what impact would reducing or eliminating that issue have on you, on yours, or their quality of life? Just think about that. What difference could that make? And I just want to make a general statement that LifeWave products are not designed or intended to heal, treat, cure, or diagnose any disease. They do, however, help our bodies get back into a healthier, more regenerative mode, and many times wonderful things then begin to happen. So let me ask you, if there was an affordable way to change your trajectory of aging, and so you could look, feel, and live younger longer, would you be interested? I sure was when a good friend told us about LifeWave and X39 6 years ago. The good news is our X39 wearable light technology patch truly is a historic breakthrough in holistic wellness. It's a new patented and wearable patch for technology. It's affordable, it's safe, it's non-invasive, it's drug-free. It's a unique and patented form of phototherapy that uses very specific frequencies of light to increase and improve our health and wellness, while at the same time supporting our body's innate ability to heal itself. So I want to show you just a short little video that goes into a little bit of detail on the scientific foundation of how this amazing technology actually works.
Light, an ancient form of energy that goes back to the dawn of time. For us, it all begins with the sun, the source of light and life for our entire solar system. Even Einstein concluded that everything we're made of contains light. All life originates with the sun through photosynthesis. Plants and vegetation collect the light, and all living creatures emit light. Humans actually emit infrared light, which can be seen with night vision devices. We've known for centuries that light has many effects on the body. LifeWave's phototherapy patches use light to stimulate the body's natural healing systems, providing specific health benefits. Here's how the technology works. First, a patch is applied to specific points on the body. Where the patch covers the skin, infrared light emitted from the body is reflected back into the tissue. This stimulates the skin, which in turn stimulates specific regions of the brain. The brain then taps into the body's own natural flow of energy and the ability to heal itself. Let's take a look at why this is important on a cellular level. For example, a number of our patch products help counteract free radicals, oxygen molecules that damage cell proteins and contribute to visible signs of aging. When the body is stimulated through phototherapy to release its own antioxidants, these free radicals are neutralized naturally. LifeWave phototherapy patches promote an environment that enables the body to optimize its restorative powers and provide specific health benefits, all without the use of harmful drugs or chemicals, all helping you to stay healthy and young. To find out more, contact your distributor. LifeWave. Live long, live well.
Live long, live well. We all want to do that, don't we? So let's talk about the power of the patch and just recap a bit. It's based on the science of photobiomodulation, and that's a mouthful. But what that means is LifeWave patches contain very specific combinations of organic materials and nanocrystals. And when they're applied or near our body, they're activated by our infrared body heat or light. And they then begin to emit very specific wavelengths of light that stimulate targeted and beneficial biochemical responses in our body. And this is the basis of our LifeWave phototherapy patches. Another way to look at it is what we call the sun story. And we all recognize that there's a very specific frequency of light that causes our body to make vitamin D. We don't get a vitamin D download from the sun. We get a light frequency download, and our body responds by manufacturing vitamin D. Now, there's another frequency that causes our body to make melanin, the chemical that gives us a suntan. And LifeWave's patented technology is based on the same rock-solid, widely accepted scientific principle. Now, LifeWave is a 20-year-old pioneer in wellness technologies. Back in 2000, this amazing life-enhancing technology was originally developed by our founder and CEO, David Schmidt, and used exclusively for U.S. Navy SEALs to increase their battle-ready strength, stamina, and performance without the use of drugs, stimulants, or caffeine. In 2004, David founded LifeWave to bring this amazing technology to the masses. He established manufacturing and international distribution and IT customer service in Ireland in 2010. And in 2004, we just opened our global headquarters in Draper, Utah, USA. And we have 15 global distribution centers from which we're distributing to over 80 countries. So let's talk about our founder and visionary CEO, David Schmidt. He's not only a brilliant scientist and researcher, David is also a genius inventor with over 135 patents, and he's been on the leading edge of phototherapy research and science for over 20 years. And David has already conducted over 80 clinical studies proving the efficacy of LifeWave phototherapy patches, and many more studies are always in the works. That's because LifeWave is a real science-founded research and development company. Our focus for the last 14 years has been in the field of anti-aging and regenerative science. And in 2019, LifeWave X39 was released to the global market, and some are calling it the holy grail of health, healing, and regeneration. It truly is a historic and affordable breakthrough in wellness technology, because we're actually doing what the multi-billion-dollar companies in big pharma have not been able to do. And that is, when used in conjunction with proper hydration and nutrition, X39 has been scientifically proven, clinically proven, to activate a very specific copper peptide that supports and enhances stem cell activity, and at the same time also altering gene expression towards a younger and more vibrant you. And yes, we have patents. Yes, we have clinical studies. Yes, we have field results proving that LifeWave X39 is actually turning back your biological clock, helping people to look, feel, perform, and live younger. And for us baby boomers, that's very exciting news. This is a copy of our patent that was issued to us in 2020, and it shows that our X39 produces beneficial effects to a human body, such as activation of stem cells. So we have the global patent on this, and no one else is going to do what we do the way we do it. So let's talk about some of the benefits you might experience if you choose to try the X39. And the first is energy. And energy really is a currency of life. And using X39 daily leads to an increase in cellular energy that might be noticeable from the very first day. Another thing is better sleep. And using X39 leads to an improvement in the quality of sleep. And most people report that their sleep is deeper and longer. They wake up more refreshed. How about sports performance? Using X39 improves both sports performance as well as recovery after exercise. And some X39 users over the age of 50 have reported feeling stronger and more fit than they were back in their 20s and 30s. LifeWave patches are now used by pro and amateur athletes around the world in almost every sport. And the media's begin to notice, and you might too, if you look at your favorite athletes and Olympians, you might see these auspicious little white patches on their body, and that's LifeWave. That's our phototherapy technology patches. Another important benefit is pain relief, and most people notice a reduction of pain within minutes of the application. And truly, the pain relieving benefits of X39 have to be experienced to be believed. And how about brain health? Many report improved memory, focus, and cognitive function, and we have scientific clinical studies proving that. And also accelerated wound healing. X39 supports the natural wound healing process. Many report their wound healing, excuse me, from accidents, owies, or minor and major surgeries, being cut in half or less. Amazing acceleration of the wound healing process. And look at some of these results. Skin rejuvenation. This gentleman on the left, look at after 8 weeks of use, the difference in his skin. And not only his skin, but look at his eyes. He's more present. There's more consciousness there now. And how about the second woman here, after 4.5 months of using X39, look at the difference in her lips, her skin, her chin, her neck. And that's because of the age reversal qualities of X39 and the increase in collagen production. And down to the bottom left, this 6-year-old's fingertip was clipped off in a door. Parents rushed him to the hospital, pleaded with the doctor to sew it back on. The doctor, he didn't want to do that. He says it's just going to die off. And they convinced him to sew it back on. And it did begin to die off, but in only 8 weeks, it totally regenerated. And look at the difference. That lad's going to have 10 fine fingertips for the rest of his life instead of 9. And this last gentleman on the right, he's working in an attic and he fell through the ceiling and broke 6 ribs and punctured a lung. Extreme pain. His expected recovery based on the doctors was going to be 6 weeks. And within 3 weeks, he was back to work. But look at these pictures. June 17th is when it happened. You can see the patch on the back, on his back there. And look at June 30th, in only 13 days, less than 2 weeks, all of the black and blue is almost totally gone. And another week later, he was back at work. So how about recovery after radiation treatment? And this woman had radiation treatment on her face on June 6th, and you can see the progression of her skin getting better and better. But you're going to be blown away when you see this last picture from June 30th, which is like 24 days later, a little over 3 weeks, and miraculous recovery. Her doctors were blown away. How about wrinkle reduction? We encourage people when you start with X39 to take pictures of your fine lines and wrinkles. And I'm sorry to say, unlike pain reduction, it can happen within minutes. Wrinkle reduction takes a little longer, but it is very noticeable over an 8 to 12 week period. So take pictures of those fine lines and wrinkles. And also you're going to want to take pictures of your scars, because there's a phenomenon called remodeling, which reduces the appearance of scars. And X39 invokes that phenomena. And, you'll be amazed at the reduction, sometimes the elimination of scar tissue. On the exterior, we can see it, but if it's happening on the outside of our body, it's probably happening on the inside too. And how about hair growth? We have lots of anecdotal reports from many users that have experienced an increase in the quality, quantity, and speed of hair growth. Some are even getting their original hair color back. So the X39 patch, it's all about youth renewal. And the result is a better, healthier, more vital you to just enjoy life, enjoy your family, and no matter how many candles are on your cake. Okay, so what are people saying about X39? I have just a short little video of some testimonials I'd like to share with you.
X39 has really changed my life. I'm not stuck at home in pain and in bed. I'm out here with my friends and enjoying my family.
Big thank you to Lifeway for helping me, helping my family, and helping the 100 people now in our team who are using Lifeway daily and their families. Big thank you. Love the products.
And I have energy through the roof.
I sleep better. I have so much more energy.
Throughout the day, I can focus better. I can concentrate in my work.
Our church worship service lasts 45 minutes. For the last 2 years, I've not been able to stand that long. 2.5 weeks into wearing the X39 patch, the pastor said, "You can now be seated." It dawned on me at that moment that, my goodness, I've been standing this whole time, didn't realize it.
After starting using the technology for approximately 2 weeks, my pain completely disappeared.
32 years of pain gone in 3 days.
I just love the products. They just help me to feel younger and younger year after year.
Thank God for X39.
My skin become younger, softer, firmer.
It's been really amazing.
I love X39 because it really helped reduce the inflammation in my knee. I can now run again. Woohoo!
Boy, I tell you, we have so many wonderful stories like that. In fact, my wife, Robin, and I, every morning, we know we're going to wake up and hear more miracle stories. But another level of validation of the wonderful, miraculous, and scientific foundation of our LifeWave X39 technology is the significant number of health practitioners that are working with us, that are using this in their practice, increasing their clinical outcomes, increasing their referrals, increasing their revenue, just doing a better job. And I'm happy to say we have a couple of our field leaders, and one of them, a medical doctor, that's going to take over the next part of this call. So I'm going to stop my share and turn this over to Sunshower Rose from Sedona, Arizona.
Thank you so much, Gregory. I swear, I love that presentation. Every time you do it, I see more. It's like reading a good book for the second or third time and you see something new. Thank you so much for that. And tonight we are honored to have with us Dr. Annabell Garcia Neuer, who is a board certified, classically trained pediatrician, was for 17 whole years. And now her mission is to provide guidance that parents need to raise healthy and happy children. I'd love to bring forth Dr. Annabell.
Hello, Sunshine.
Yes.
Hello, everyone.
So you were a pediatrician. You don't even look old enough to have been a pediatrician for 10 years, much less 17.
Thank you. Thank you. I started in middle school.
Oh, there you go. Well, you're just absolutely gorgeous. And every time I see you, you seem younger and younger.
Well, thanks to X39.
X39, that's the ticket. And so now you are a mom?
Yes. So I, exactly like you said, was 17 years in medicine. And I am a mom, proud mom of a 5-year-old. And yes, everything started with her.
Oh, tell me more about that.
Absolutely. So like I said, 5 years ago, she was born. And that was when my journey began, when I really wanted to embrace more healthy living, more holistic modalities, because classically trained, those are not emphasized. So I really made a concerted effort to be healthier. And I thank her for it because she began our real good life. And so as I was working, the company was taken over, and the ownership was changed. And so it was a different environment, and I knew that I couldn't thrive in that environment. So I decided to step down, to spend more time to be with my family. And as that realization was coming forth, Lifeway was introduced into my life, thanks to Michael Jaco. And I said, what a wonderful way for me to be beneficial to humanity, continue to serve others, but in a much healthier, more holistic way, which is exactly what I wanted to do. So I said, this is a wonderful thing. It came in my life exactly when it had to come in. And I had no hesitation with leaving conventional medicine and becoming a mom and embracing LifeWave.
Wow. I'd love you to share some stories with us. Can you tell us, even with your daughter, I'd love to know one from her.
Absolutely. So when I purchased the LifeWave technology, I bought it for the purposes of using it with my mother. And so she had chronic knee pain. And I said, I want to help her. And so I purchased it for her. I placed the patches on her knee, and within an hour, her pain was gone. So, and that's after trying other different modalities. And my belief system went through the roof right away. And I said, this is something that I need to embrace. And so I have been fortunate to have seen many different success stories with my mother alone. But then I also saw how well it did for her. I started using it for myself, and I even started using it for my daughter. So one of my favorite things to share was sad story, but great outcome was we were on vacation a year ago, and she and I took a tumble. She fell in the street. She scraped her face. She had an abrasion on her face. And as soon as we got to our destination, I took off my X39 and I placed it on her face because I said, I don't want her to scar. And so I did that same ritual where I placed an X39 on her face every single day for 8 days. And I was taking photos all along. By the 8th day, you would not be able to tell that something happened. So I love the technology. I feel confident both as a pediatrician and a mother using it on my own daughter. I've used it on my mother, my husband, and my 90-year-old grandmother. So I love the technology. I love what X39 has done for us personally, and also what I've seen with my friends as well.
So kind of a multi-generational outcome there.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Curious, what did you use for your grandma?
So for my grandmother, I also just used X39. Like I wanted to keep it very simple, and I saw X39 as the one that gives you the most benefits in one patch. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely adore and love all the other technologies, and I use them for myself. But for my family, because I think compliance is important and consistent daily use is super important. When you keep it simple, it's a lot easier to keep compliant and keep consistent. So for them, I use it. You know, she has noticed more energy. I can see the light in her eyes shining brighter. Her skin looks great. And she's always been a very happy, jovial person. But I just love being able to reverse age her because I want to keep her longer with me.
I wouldn't blame you. She sounds like a real good hoot.
She is.
Well, we have to thank David Schmidt, our science person behind what we have going here with LifeWave. We are so fortunate, and our founder, and he will talk about good hydration and diet and exercise. Do you want to just address that, and then we'll wrap this up?
Absolutely. So we are made of water. And so it is super important because we lose water throughout the course of the day, whether it's different bodily functions and sweating. So we want to return what we lose because it promotes the flow of our cells, it promotes the flow of our energy. And so hydration is key with good, clean water, you know, and we also talk about making sure that your water has minerals. So one of the easiest ways that I have learned and I continue to do every single day, as well as my husband, is we put a pinch of Celtic sea salt in our water just to help the absorption of the water. And it's something so simple. And if you adapt that habit, you will continue doing it and you will benefit for it, so that your energy will flow, your cells will be happy, and your body will be happy, and the technology works better.
You know, you're amazing. Your knowledge that you have within you and the way you just present to us today, you're just such an easy person to listen to and to look at. We really thank you for your time and all the presentations that you do with LifeWave. Thank you so much, Dr. Annabell.
I thank you, and I thank everyone for being with us tonight.
That was beautiful, Dr. Annabell. Thank you, Sunshower. You know, we have something very wonderful, and for those of us involved in LifeWave, it becomes a sense of responsibility, because we hold in our hands the keys to healthy aging. And yes, it takes hydration, it takes proper nutrition and minerals, but that X factor is the light factor of X39. So let me go back and show you what's happened to LifeWave since X39 was launched about 6 years ago. The company has gone through exponential growth. Over 20x growth in the last 5 years. So it's very, very exciting with no end in sight. So we've recently been recognized by the Direct Selling News feature article, LifeWave Bringing Wellness to Light, recognized as one of the darlings of the industry, now celebrating our 20th year. And, so the media is beginning to notice, and millions of people around the world are beginning to benefit from our technologies. So let's talk just briefly about the LifeWave business opportunity, because this can be a great plan B in the gig economy. You can get paid for sharing. You can create a part-time or full-time income. You can, by sharing our patented exclusive breakthrough one-of-kind products, there is no competition. And for some people, it's just making enough money to pay for their products. Some people, it's some supplementary income. And others, like my wife, Robin, and I, it's created a full-time income for us. We have a simple, duplicatable success system. We have free websites, training and support, a very low cost of entry, and the satisfaction of being rewarded for making a difference in people's lives and in their health. So there are 5 waves to earn. LifeWave is not only a 20-year rock solid company, but we've got a rock solid and well-balanced compensation structure that generously pays out 50% of all sales to our brand partners. And you can earn customer bonuses. You can earn product introduction bonuses when you're signing up new brand partners. We have a very powerful cycle bonus program. We have matching bonuses, and we have wonderful trips and contests and special bonuses that you can participate in. And if you're interested, the person that invited you here can explain more of these to you. So we like to say there's 3 ways to get started. There's a good, better, best, if you will. A good way to get started is just to get started with X39, and you can buy a 1-month supply for about the cost of a cup of coffee a day. It's $149.95 for a 1-month supply of 30 patches, 1 patch for each day. You wear 12 hours on, you take it off and put a new one on in the morning. Or you could become a better way is to become a preferred customer, and we offer a 33% discount. You can actually buy at the wholesale price of $99.95, saving $50. You'll be set up on our monthly auto ship program. The good news is there's no long-term commitment required. You could cancel in 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, or never. And we have incredible retention of our customers because of the wonderful results they're getting. And this all comes with a risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee. And the best way to get started is as a brand partner. And as a brand partner, as I said, we get paid for sharing. You can earn a part-time or full-time income. You can earn generous personal and team rewards. We get paid weekly, which I really like that. And there are 5 brand partner starter kits available to choose from that the person that invited you here can go through and help you make the best decision for you. And this all, again, comes with a 30-day risk-free money-back guarantee. So I just want to say LifeWave was an answer to a prayer for my wife, Robin, and I. And every day we get to hear miracle stories. Every day we're enhancing and changing other people's lives. And every day we're enjoying the blessings of health, vitality, lifestyle, and community, as well as the financial freedom that Lifeway provides us and so many others around the world. So in conclusion, I just want to thank you for taking time out of your busy lives to be with us here to learn about LifeWave and X39. I encourage you to get back with the person who invited you to get your questions answered. I invite you to commit to try X39, and with our risk-free guarantee, you've got nothing to lose and your health to gain. And you too can enjoy an enhanced quality of life and maybe change the trajectory of your aging and maybe your finances too. So join us, share the good news about X39, and join our global wellness community. So that being said, again, I want to welcome you to the Power of the Patch and invite you to get back to the person that invited you here today. Thanks very much. And this brings our call to a conclusion. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.